Imagine living in an environment where every day is a battle for survival, where your rights are constantly violated, and where your voice is silenced. This is not a dystopian fiction. This is a reality for millions in the Congo, right in the heart of Africa. Our journey begins in the late 19th century, when Congo was a personal possession of Belgium's King Leopold II. This was a time when the Congolese people were subjected to brutalities that were nothing short of human rights violations. Fast forward to today, and you might think that things must have improved, that such atrocities belong to the pages of history. But here's the bitter truth. The ghosts of colonialism continue to haunt the Congo. The Congolese people are still grappling with the chains of oppression, only now they are less visible but no less real. In the modern world, the Congo is subjected to a new form of colonialism. It is a battleground where powerful nations and corporations play out their ambitions, exploiting the land and its people for their gain. The Congolese people are caught in a vicious cycle of violence, poverty, and exploitation, their voices drowned out by the noise of greed. Every day, human rights are violated with impunity. People are forced to work in inhumane conditions, children are denied their right to education, and entire communities live in fear of armed conflicts. These are not isolated incidents, but a systemic problem that is deeply rooted in the power dynamics of the global economic system. The Congo is rich in natural resources, but its people are among the poorest in the world. This stark contrast is a testament to the exploitation that the Congolese people have endured for generations. Their land is plundered, their labor exploited, and their rights trampled upon. In the heart of Africa, a human tragedy unfolds every single day. This is the hidden tragedy of the Congo, a story of modern colonialism and genocide that continues to play out under the world's watchful eyes. It's a story that needs to be told, a story that demands our attention and action, because every voice matters, every life matters, and it's high time we lend our ears to the silenced voices of the Congo. Behind every statistic, there is a human story untold, a life that matters. In the heart of Africa, the Democratic Republic of Congo is home to vibrant cultures, rich history, and breathtaking landscapes. But beneath the surface, the country's grappling with a modern form of colonialism and genocide that has left countless lives shattered. Imagine being a mother, a father, a sister, or a brother in Congo. Picture waking up each morning unsure if you'll make it through the day, if you'll see your family again. This is the reality for many Congolese people. Take, for instance, the story of Amina, a mother of 3. She used to have a peaceful life, a small farm to feed her family, but the conflict took everything away. Amina was forced to flee her home, leaving behind the land she loved, the life she had built. Or consider the tale of Kofi, a young man with dreams of becoming a teacher. He yearned for knowledge, for the opportunity to inspire the next generation. But the turmoil in Congo denied him this chance. Kofi was conscripted into a militia, his aspirations replaced by the cold steel of a gun. And let's not forget about the children like little Nadia. She should be playing, learning, embracing the joy of childhood. Instead, she's seen things no child should ever witness. She's lost her innocence to the brutality of a war she didn't ask for. These are just snapshots of the human stories behind the numbers. Each one is a testament to the resilience of the Congolese people, their capacity to endure amidst adversity. But their suffering is not a testament to their strength alone. It's a glaring indictment of the world's failure to intervene, to stand up for those who cannot defend themselves. These are not just numbers, but people with dreams, hopes, and families. They are the faces behind the statistics, the human toll of a tragedy too often hidden from view. Each one deserves our attention, our empathy, and above all, our action. Powerful entities often remain silent, their interests outweighing the value of human lives. The world as we know it is shaped by a complex web of interests and power dynamics. International corporations and governments, these silent giants, play critical roles in shaping the destinies of nations and their people. And in the heart of Africa, in the Congo, their influence is palpably felt, often in ways that are less than benign. These entities, whether they be multinational corporations seeking to exploit the Congo's rich natural resources, or foreign governments looking to secure their own strategic interests, all too often turn a blind eye to the suffering that their actions or lack thereof can cause. The profits from the Congo's mineral wealth, instead of uplifting its people, often end up lining the pockets of these entities, while the people themselves continue to languish in poverty. Meanwhile, the silence of these powerful entities in the face of human rights abuses is deafening. When atrocities occur, when lives are lost, when communities are torn apart, they often choose to remain silent. Their silence, however, is not born out of ignorance. They are well aware of the realities on the ground, yet they choose inaction over action, silence over speaking out. Their silence, in effect, becomes a tacit endorsement of the status quo, a status quo that is characterized by pain, suffering, and injustice. But the inaction of these entities comes with a cost. The cost is human lives. The cost is a nation's future. The cost is the perpetuation of a cycle of violence and poverty that seems to have no end. These silent giants, with their immense power and influence, have the ability to effect change, to bring about justice, to uplift the people of the Congo. Yet, they choose not to. Their silence speaks volumes, and their inaction has a cost. In the darkest of times, the human spirit shines the brightest. Imagine a battleground, not of weapons and warriors, but of wills and determination. This is Congo, where local and international human rights advocates are fighting tirelessly for change. These brave souls are the beacon of hope in the midst of despair, their efforts illuminating the path towards justice and freedom. Congo's advocates are varied, each bringing their unique strengths to the struggle. Some are lawyers using the power of the law to challenge injustices. They argue in courts, both national and international, demanding accountability for human rights violations. Others are journalists, their pens mightier than any sword. They investigate, document, and bring to light the atrocities committed in the shadows, giving voice to the voiceless, ensuring their stories are heard around the world. Many are activists, their hearts ablaze with passion. They march in the streets, organize protests, and engage with communities, spreading awareness and rallying support for their cause. Their accomplishments are remarkable. They've brought issues to the global stage, put pressure on governments and corporations, and have given a voice to those silenced by fear. They've led campaigns that resulted in policy changes, increased international attention, and even brought some perpetrators to justice. But the path they tread is treacherous. They face threats, harassment, and sometimes even violence. Yet they refuse to be silenced. Their determination is as unyielding as the land they fight for in the face of adversity. These advocates embody resilience. Their fight is not just about rights on paper, but about the dignity and worth of every individual in Congo. It's about creating a world where every man, woman, and child can live free from fear and oppression. Their struggle is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. They remind us that in the face of injustice, silence is complicity, and that each one of us has the power to make a difference. The fight is tough, but the spirit of resistance is stronger. Change begins with a single step, a single voice, a single act. The plight of the Congo may feel a world away, but in truth it's closer than you think. Each and every one of us has the power to make a difference, to bring about change. And it starts with understanding that we are not powerless. There are numerous ways you can contribute to the cause, to help fight for human rights in Congo. The first step is awareness. Educate yourself about the issues at hand. Read up on the history, the struggles, the triumphs, and the tragedies. Knowledge is power, and with power comes the ability to enact change. Sharing this knowledge is the next step. Talk about it. Use your social media platforms to highlight the issues. Write about it in your blogs, discuss it in your podcasts, raise it in your conversations. Silence is the ally of injustice. Your voice can help break that silence. Supporting non-governmental organizations is another key way to contribute. These organizations are on the front lines, fighting for human rights, providing aid and advocating for change. They need our support. Donations, whether monetary or in kind, volunteering your time, or even just spreading the word about their work can make a significant impact. There's also power in numbers. Join or organize peaceful protests, sign petitions, call your local representatives. These actions may seem small, but together they can create a wave of change. Remember, your actions, no matter how small, can make a ripple in the ocean of change. It is easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like the problem is too big, but never forget, change is possible. It always starts small. It starts with a single step, a single voice, a single act. Your voice matters. Stand up for human rights in Congo, and together we can make a difference.